Twitter as well.
Oh my god. Well, nobody's done that before.
Really?
Okay.
Well, I kind of do
All
both.
right. Okay.
Thanks. So my first question is, what do you do in this position?
So as assistant dean, my role is a couple of things. One is to assist students who transition. So I do all the orientations. I do opening weekend. So that's part of my responsibility. The other part is, after students are here, is to make sure that they understand all the resources that are available to them so that they can get to graduation. We're interested in retaining and graduating students. And the third piece, which is the more difficult, is the disciplinary. So people get transported for alcohol. I help to make decisions about if we catch you with drugs, whether you stay, whether you go. And even if we decide to kick you out, which we do kick students out, then when they return, they have to come through us here or through me, and we transition them again, get them to understand, all right, we gave you one opportunity, you make sure no more drinking or drugs or fighting, people, you would assume you would not fight on a college campus, but as you know, people do. So those are kind of the three areas that I take care of.
When dealing with students, do you find it difficult to talk to them or try to get them to change?
Oh no. I do. I'm always very honest with students. I tell them, whether it's alcohol or drugs, and whether they're here by themselves or their parents, I say, look, I'm going to lecture you and I'm going to coach you. And either you're going to hear me or you're not going to hear me. And if you're not going to hear me, you're not going to be with us. I am very open. Because they're adults. College students are adults. And either I tell them up front, how I can be of help, or I think I'm not being, I'm not being unique. I'm not being of help to them. So, my philosophy is graduation and retention and graduation. So I'm going to do what I can in my arena to help you, the student, to make sure you make good decisions and you head towards graduation.
Do you like working with the students more or the activities portion?
Oh no, I like the students stuff. I really enjoy when students get in trouble, because it's my opportunity to try to get them to change those behaviors and to understand, because the truth of the matter is if I don't get them to change it now, they're going to continue that bad behavior, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol. That's why people become alcoholic, because nobody confronted them. And, we send them to hospitals. We get students with mental illness. We send them to institutions. We have students with eating disorders. And, we send them places to try to get them the help they need. This is an educational environment, right? So if we don't do it, nobody's going to do it. Your employer is going to go, you're missing too many days. Well, you come in and you smell like, alcohol, you're fired. So, so if you get fired too much after a while, you're just going to continue to abuse whatever you do. So to believe it, I love the activities, no questions about it. I love opening weekend, I love, advising, but I think where I have the most impact is on that young person who gets themselves in trouble and they're either staying or they're going. And so if I make a decision for them to stay, they're going to hear me. And I spend an hour and I tell them exactly how I feel, what they got to do. And I got to tell you, 99% of the students never come back. I never see their names again. And then I see them like last night.